What's up, Hippo lovers? It is BacT against Vinchester. We are in the loser bracket finals here. Only 3 players left. The loser of that will jump into qualifier number 2. The winner will play against Mr. Fire in the overall finals, and the winner of that is flying to Hamburg and going to qualify to play for 14k and have a wonderful 9 days with us. We will start off with Cross, or Portuguese match, and they want to start the game already here, and I think we just want to jump into this first one. It seems like BacT might be the slight favorite. Vinchester again with the creative draft, but well, we will take a look into that later on. Let's just see what they have in store for us. It has been some time since they played their last games, so surely some time to prepare, and 3-14s was enough in the chat for me to jump into it. And we have BacT playing in the blue trunks, and we have Vinchester playing in the red trunks. And if you feel like, oh, why is this not flooded Cross? Why is it Cross? Well, we have Cross in qualifier number 1, flooded Cross in qualifier number 2 here.
This looked way too nice and round before. Nili NAC.
TaToH, thank you so much. And yeah, who likes round numbers, right? Portuguese War. Let's see how many Orient guns we might see. Could be a good masterpiece. I personally really like Portuguese and wanted to see what they have in store for us. In the end, we have a Goth War finishing off the best of 7 series. Let's see about that. Both with a kind of protected pawn in the back. Shouldn't really be too much. Will it be Cross or flooded Cross for NAC? But we'll see. I will ask the players. At the moment, it feels like flooded Cross is a bit more aggressive than Cross. So we need a mix. At the moment, it feels like we have a lot of very aggressive maps. So Vinchester will probably lose this villager, trying to fight back here, not trying to wall this villager at all. Kind of sloppy from him. BacT with the first small win will go down to roughly like 12 HP or something before he reaches his home base again. Portuguese are so underrated. Agreed. As I said so. Okay. Trying to even it out, making it a bit more even now, or yeah, the even numbers. Have you ever considered to go for graveyards for the map pool? Yes! We actually had graveyards and Archipelago, the 2 maps that I tested for the second qualifier, but Archipelago had just uneven fish spawn and like positioning if you're on the same island, and graveyard sometimes was too closed up, and I still kind of want it, but we need some smaller forests. I think graveyards with smaller forests might be a very good choice for NAC2. And obviously the no water version, yeah. But it was simply too wallable and might be very campy with, I feared, not a lot of aggression in Feudal Age and Castle Age. Felt like a map where you would rush into 8 crossbows, 2 mangonels, and then rush into imp. Yeah, if you're in Discord, you could have seen that, all the tested maps. I asked the guys there, and always getting some great feedbacks from my community. I'm very thankful for that as well. No Barry. Well, then let's say it's set off as well. But yeah, graveyards is a map I really like as well, yeah. What do you think make Portuguese so strong? Why do you think it's underrated? Simply people ignore that you have more HP on the fire galleys and normal galleys. So you always win the water fight. In my opinion, against any civ that does not have any advantages. If you have long distance, you're totally fine against Italians as well. Then in team games, you start with cartography. Your fire galleys are cheaper in gold as well. So I think they're a top tier water civilization. And And yeah, people think they're complete trash at the moment. Obviously, they don't have a real eco bonus, right? That really hurts them. 2 lumber camps for BacT, so much better than only 1 lumber camp. And we're going for a stable here. Let's see what Vinch is going for. Looks like a stable as well, if we look at the food count. No second lumber camp might be hurting him in the long run. Actually, I think he could move out with his villagers, even though they're low HP. He knows that the other scout has to be low as well. BacT with the early dog on Vinch Pond, indeed. And Vinch scouts that, though. And, well, now you should see the power. If both are building 1 fire galley, Vinchester will always win. Because he has 110 HP against 100 HP of BacT. Even if he starts a bit later. And that's something like if Vinchester was talking over here, that could be just so big because both of them aren't on gold. Vinchester didn't see that. Oh boy, well that's bad. Oh, both scouts going down. And now we see the first scouts moving out here. Oh, that's just so sloppy by Vinchester. Ay. Both are same civ. Oh boy. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I just like, I feel with Vinchester being the Portuguese, but yeah, you're completely right, guys. If it was Portuguese against Italians, for example. Well, it's early in the morning, guys. Oh, that's just so bad for Vinchester. And BacT in the meanwhile is walling everything. Could have even left walls over here instead of to the pawn to protect it a bit better. Even a second dog by BacT, something we don't see too often. And what is he going to do with this gold? BacT on gold and gets a villager here at the farms as well. Nice advantage by BacT so far. And let's take a look. Still stays active. The other side, Vinchester having some losses. Not too great for him for now. And more raids over here. BacT, he's just playing this very actively. Gonna love that. Are there wolves on this map? Yes, there are. On 10 HP. And completely walled is our Vietnamese superstar here. The leftover tyrant. Who won the last ECL 1v1 event against TaToH in the finals. Something not a lot of people saw coming. Including me. Deer somewhat close to the berries could be taken. That's cleared up as well. And BacT has to be happy. And already transitioning into stone. Is he going for the masterpiece, guys? Pour some water now as well. And this is just so bad for Vinchester. Will be 2 pawns against no pawns. Yeah, sneaking dogs is not without risk. That's true. But, well, we have a scout early on. Can see what's going on, right? And 55 food for BacT on the other side. We have Vinchester with 60 food and now goes on to fletching. He did see that BacT is completely walled. I'm a bit surprised that he goes for aggression now. And that's without a tower. If he built a tower, I could see some reason. But I think this isn't that great. Can just counter tower behind this. Yeah, that's what he's doing, and then he should be super safe. Well, BacT tried to go for the scout, 15 HP, for the archer, 15 HP left there. And now the villagers are being sent to build the tower behind here. Blocking that stone, the other stone at the left hand side. To maybe prevent the Organ Gun masterpiece. Actually, would love to see him add 3 more fishing ships here, and even goes for pawn number 3. Vinchester, he's not playing this map to full potential. Oh, and BacT instantly scouts that tower. Somewhat lucky for him. No defense for now. Bought 300 food here. Using the market. Does not have a second build. Oh, stable. I will take that back. Does not have a blacksmith yet. That's what I checked. Second stone, as we said earlier. Out of reach. And now the question is that tower with fletching. How much can he deny? Okay, he can deny at least those two tiles. Those tiles. Is he reaching that tile as well? Seems like it, yeah. So completely blocked stone spot here. BacT. He will not get onto the masterpiece. On the other side, Vinchester with a weird mining camp. Didn't really want to move out to the right hand side though. Block villager here. Can't decide who to root for. It is tricky, right? Two so lovely guys, and Vinchester now becoming a bigger and bigger part of the community as well. Streaming. We had a really nice interview the other day with him as well. And yeah, so creative with the drafts. A young gun. Really could have brought something to the table. Oh god. Or can bring something to the table for NAC. So I think all three players would make me really happy if they qualify. Together with TaToH in the end, and it's kind of the perfect storyline for the qualifiers. Wheelbarrow now for Vinchester, 300 food, so probably will click up after that. Has a lot of farmers for himself, but 11 fishing ship. And even increasing here for BacT. He will be up to castle age. What is he transitioning into? Oh, second stable gives me the answer. And completely stonewalled here. With the tower behind that, Vinchester cannot do anything to get in here. That tower won't really do much. Jillnet's even from BacT. He's playing this so nicely, and yeah, that's a bit of the problem of this map that I had. That it's so easy to stonewall yourself off, and that's why we saw Spanish played so frequently, and I think Flooded Cross will change that quite heavily. Let's take a look. Archer defense, no spearmen in production. I think he needs to go back and try to defend against those knights, otherwise he will have some solid losses. No one really building that house. BacT even camping over that one apparently. Could go for gold, only 2 spearmen out at the moment. Vinchester, how much does he have in overall? Oh, 4 spearmen in total only. Okay, walls off that left hand side. Now is up to castle age. 3 villagers and 13 fishing ships behind. And I don't see him having such a big army advantage that he can just crush all those knights. +1 defense for them. BacT even going for horse colors, so wants to start farming. Kind of early, if you ask me. Some more abuse of the water. And look at that, BacT is going for pawn number 4. He's just playing this so much better than Vinchester. Vinchester not really playing the map. Quite disappointed when it comes to that. Not continuing to produce spearmen. Let's take a look. Oh god, trying to take the engagement before those 3 are coming over. Plus the defense now on the way for BacT as well, and he's just in such a dominant position. Looks pretty good for him here, and oh god, Vinchester will even lose those 3 villagers here at that side. 1 already down, the other 2 under heavy threat, and oh, well, might even sneak out. Vinchester, BacT right-clicked on that tower. Should have just clicked next to it. Then the villagers, if they go out, are getting focused by the knights. Nice that Vinchester walled this in, and well, he will survive till castle age. But what then? Crossbowmen moving out. Also remember, Portuguese Monkas are pretty strong. Cheaper for you. And yeah. Against mass knights, potentially a good option. Sends the low HP villager to the front. Botkin Aaron crossbowmen, double monks. I think Vinchester indeed needs to play this 1 TC all in against BacT, who has such a big boom advantage. 19 fishing ships with drill nets, guys. This eco is completely out of control. Siege workshop, TC. Let's take a look at the food collected. 1.6k BacT had 2.6k wood. Stone, small advantage for Vinchester. BacT ahead in gold as well. So he's ahead, what is that? 2k, 3k, roughly 5k more resources already earned for BacT. That's just out of this world, and that's without wheelbarrow early on. Just going for a knight. Has one relic working for him though. BacT, mobility, more villagers, 24 fishing ships. This is just ridiculous. And oh, we showed those hippos earlier. They're getting the kill, pushing Vinchester away from gold as well. Look at the score, 4.8k against 2.7k. And maybe this is just to get somewhat warm in this one. But yeah, this is over. You could resign this if you are Vinchester for sure, and no one would fold you. Except maybe your mother. Why aren't you the fighting spirit, Mr. Vinchester? But, well, everyone else just wants to see the next game because this one is already decided. Look at that, 96 pop to 43. That's even over top. Knights cannot really get countered. The monks don't really know where to go. Can I push in that direction? I don't really see it. Oh boy, and this is now open as well. Will be tricky to wall all this off, and not on gold anymore. Ay. This is just brutal. I think once his monks die, and they should pretty quickly, against the potential mangonel shot, kind of feels GG. 31 villager now against 59. 27 fishing ships, guys. I'm just rolling the numbers over and over again. You can see them. But look at that. Soon to be having triple the population count. That villager. Oh god. Vinchester is just trying his very best, but this is just, yeah, no way. Now this is open as well. Guys, this game is so over, and well, maybe Vinchester just wanted to get a bit warm. I know that in the NAC1 finals, TheViper said on the Mediterranean game, for example, where he clearly lost already against Liereyy, that he just wanted to continue playing and get a bit warm, get into the feeling of the series. And well, he knew that he lost. It was just to, well, get your macro rolling, do some quick gates, and then be even better in the upcoming games. Yeah, so over that they even paused the game now. Maybe BacT is pausing it. Vinchester, are you still playing? Who's smurfing for you? What is going on? Vinchester, he is still trying. But what does he think is happening here? Oh, yeah. Where are all the monks? Okay. Trying to prevent the raids there at the gold, but more villagers to the front. What a weird game to start this series off. Guys, I'm probably known for resigning too late, but this is something that even won't happen to me. One knight converted. Not really good start for a comeback. Meanwhile, the mangonel and the monk went down. More raids here at the gold. $37 to 128. So it's more than 3 times. BacT now building a castle, so we might see the organ guns up to Imperial Age as well. Guys, I have no idea why we are still in this game. This makes 0 sense. Now soon to be 4 times the population. Monks trying to get the conversions. Don't worry, it's just scouting. Okay. Oh, now we got all the light cav, and now comeback time. Vinchester, here's 4 light cav. And obviously a BacT pause. Ay, 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 ay. Going against the ultimate finisher. Let's see, maybe it was just waiting for that.
Yes.
Vinchester sold 200 stone, putting himself further away from the organ guns. What does he think is happening here? Now he's going for redemption because he saw the cast and wants to convert the organ guns. No, Vince won't surrender once he sees the first organ guns. Thinks he wants to convert them. Oh, that's unlucky. Only getting one conversion here. But we'll get home with one monk at least. NAC2 will take 1.5 time longer with all the BacT breaks in each game in between them. Well, I will talk to them and tell them that I won't allow those. You have a balcony for BacT to make cigarette pauses during the games? No. Will be non-smoking tournament. Okay, BacT reaching imp any second and pop 38 against 148. GG. This took us 15 minutes longer than it needed, but look, I'm reminds me a bit of the Donny against Marco game, where Smurf for Donny. I've rarely seen someone resign such a big score difference. This is so weird. This is really weird. Papo, it's no Russian Monday. Shall we just say it was 1-0 from the start and forget about this game number 1? What about e-cigarettes with nicotine? No. This will be a long day. Well, if Vinchester keeps his resigning timings up like those, yes it will be. Okay, TIFF draft for everyone who just joined or is on YouTube. What about nicotine patches? That's fine for me. Wanted to get warmed up. Okay. Hot sex Hans maybe a good option. Malians could be good. So it will be Golden Pit Byzantines, Rift Islands Mongols, probably Hans, Medi, or Byzantines on Medi. So it's maybe Berbers on Medi. So it kind of has to be Brits. Brits have to be picked in the first two. Brits probably for Gold Rush then. I really want to know what Vinch's plan is here. BacT, we have clearly Italians and Malians for Medi and Golden Hill. It doesn't really have a good Rift Island Civ. I think Berbers needs to be picked on one of the water. I think Berbers could be a good Golden Hill Civ, honestly. With galleys. I think Berbers are really good for Golden Hill. Where would you put Japanese if it wasn't banned? Medi or Golden Hill, clearly. I think Berbers is good for Golden Hill. Sounds weird. That's what I believe. I'm pretty sure Vinchester has Mongols for Rift Island. think Byzantines are better for Maddie than for Golden Hill. Golden Hill, the distances are longer and you can fight in chokes a bit more. That's better for galleys. I think Berbers, Golden Hill, Byzantines, Maddie. Makes a lot of sense. How much NAC casting is it going to be? Just one more match? What? I think BacT needs to go Mayans on Rift Islands. Very unlikely. John J, what's the question? So this series will have up to 7 games. Whoever wins 4 games first is advancing. And we are playing over here. And then they will schedule the final match of that first qualifier, Fire against the winner of today. And then the sole qualifier number 1 is over. Oh man, it's not ideal, but I don't really see an alternative. Arabia. Gold Rush. Malians are great for Rift Islands. Well, not great, but solid, I'd say. I think he needs them on a more water map even though. Well, we'll see. Now we're starting it off with Arabia. The drafts and the mind games are starting. Would you say Turks can be possible pick for Golden Hill? No. And we're playing Byzantines on land. Oh boy. So it's BacT Mayans, Vinchester, Byzantines. Don't ask me what he's planning there. Let's take a look at the maps. Gold, somewhat hilly, somewhat forward, but wallable. Maybe archer ranges over here, maybe some walls over here are possible. Nice, very clumped up map here. If only he had a stone back, that would be really nice for his map then. But, well, both stone spots are very open. And on the other side, we have very clumped up map here as well. Resources a bit more to the front, stone in the back though. Cataphracts are super bad against range, or not super bad, but bad against ranged units. So Cataphracts is something we absolutely won't see. I really don't know. Is it skirmishes in feudal age? But then eagles are good. I'm curious, guys, and that's what makes me so happy about this Russian boy here. And don't get overexcited, guys. It will be a restart. And you can start strategizing a bit here and talking about some. Let's take a look. Why are we calling a restart here? BacT, he should be somewhat happy with his map, should know where Vinchester is. And on the other side, Vinchester maybe feels his map is too open? No. Cataphracts would counter all units from Incas. Well, Incas still have Arbalest as well. Ah, Vinchester may be getting blocked here by the eagle. Or maybe sees that the eagle might get one of those boars. And then calls the restart here. And we have Vinchester calling the restart here. Saw the very early eagle, saw that some sheep were already taken away from him. And well, we'll just go for another try. Mayans against Byzantines. Let's wreck our heads, guys. How was game 1? Horrible! Over in 18 minutes, but it took 35. So, hello and guten Tag. How did the first game went? BacT much better than Vinchester? Vinchester just bad. Yeah, didn't fight for the pawns at all. And it was 4 pawns against 0. That's not how this game works. Yeah, BacT, like, Cataphracts are good against eagles, but still, Mayans isn't eagles only. Against Aztecs, I see the argument so much more. Hello Nili and all others. What happened if Fire loses the grand final? Will there be a second final due to double elimination? No. He will have a 1-0 lead in the best of 9 finals. Thank you both, and kind of rude, I have to say. What? Well, look at the game. It was one of the most anticlimactic games I've ever seen, honestly. Like, I don't want to over-exaggerate, but that was like 20 minutes of me waiting that the game ends. Yeah, cutters just melt to plumes. Byzantines do have siege rams. They do have siege rams. One minute, back delay left. No, I shouldn't sing along, right? Because I'm delaying my voice and it's never in sync with the music. And let's jump into game number 2. Still mains against Byzantines, and let's take a look at BacT's map now. Everything very close together here at the front. Maybe you can wall this off a bit. Not the greatest woodline for him. Wouldn't be too surprised if BacT feels like he wants to call a restart here, and I'm pretty sure he will. On the other side, Vinchester, defensive woodline, defensive gold. That looks a bit better for him. Not the thickest woodline, but can move out over to the left-hand side. And, well, BacT, he cannot be happy with that map. I'm expecting a restart from him as well, but we will see. I will say chat off, and both players have 1 restart in this best of 7 series. Zanze, thank you so much for 3 months of support here.
UWUOO.
And back to you indeed. Very early restart here. I need to reboot PC. Okay. So we'll have a short 3-4 minute break here. And they just saved this game. I will take over the responsibility of the host. And you can ask some questions, guys. We'll have probably like 5 minutes to fill. Windows 10 update. Oh boy, yeah. That cost us quite a bit. I thought you needed a reboot. Huh? Ah, okay, it was a 3-minute delay. So he's already back. And I was like, no, I'm not giving you host, you want to reboot? And he was like, yeah, I'm already back. Regicide Capricious is an optional map. If you write in my Discord, I might take a look into it. How will you counter Berbers as Mongols? You don't. When do you think the qualifier number 1 grand final will be played? This weekend. How are you? Gladly, I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing fine as well. Is he backed? Yes, he's backed. Why is second game very laggy? No arena, no. Arena is a horrible map for entertainment purposes. Is the push-up contest over? No. Are you planning some show matches during NAC2? It would be great to see some fancy maps and casters versus casters. Yes. Friday evening is reserved for Fun Friday, where we will have like micro scenario if TaToH qualifies against Liereyy, something like Jordan and Viper having mouse and keyboard against MBL and Liereyy having mouse and keyboard. We will have a no wall, no tower map. Maybe some dodgeball. We will see. I will open a thread and I will collect ideas. But Friday evening is the reserve day for some fun there. Maybe some like 2v1 action. I have no idea what we can see, like ZeroEmpires and Mem against Jordan 2v1 or something like that. Why ever pick Byzantines? You could only go skirms, siege rams, gunpowder, right? Well, you get to imp cheaper and you have cheaper skirms. Don't say arena is bad for entertainment purposes. Remember your Dark Age cast from Gaia POV. That was good. Well, a good caster can carry a bad map. But yeah. Will there be a game of CBA? Very unlikely. Yeah. That sounds awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it as well. Let me take a look into my Skype. I should get another information there. How big is the speculate? 3 minutes. Black Forest Vikings War? Nope. What is CBA? A scenario where you start with castles and can at the start only build your unique unit, and it's played in random civilization as well. So if you're Mayans, you're basically automatically continuously producing plumed archers, and yeah, it's a much liked scenario. To the end, NAC2, it would be funny to see a free for all regicide capture the relic. Well, we have 3 PCs, you have to remember that. So that's not going to happen. What do you know about Rocket Beans games? Will the TaToH and Mara love story continue? I will meet with them some weeks before and we will come up with some ideas. I might also ask on AoE Zone for some ideas. We can play some games there. And like, I won't end the event with a fun game. The end of the event will clearly be the finals, which will be best of 13, by the way. And let's jump into the third try of game number 2 here. BacT actually mismicroing a bit. It's really just a bit here. And goes for the lane the third time. Aldoni versus 7, of course. Ah, maybe. Yeah, best of 13. That's going to be lovely, guys. And yeah, just maybe we'll make it best of 11, but I think best of 13 makes a lot of sense. Well, Snooker is played over several days, right? We will only... Did BacT really miss that boar? No, he saw it, but he isn't going for the lane. That's interesting. He saw the boar, but is not going for the lane. And Vince, he's patrolling to save that boar at the front there. Might even need to loom here at that distance. I don't know, it's doable, it's doable. Snooker is 8 frames a day. Okay. Best of 13 sounds way too long, especially the game ends up being one-sided. What? That doesn't really make sense. Snooker is a game where you try to get balls in pockets, and if you're very successful, sometimes an old man or girl with white gloves is touching your balls and putting them back onto the table. Why don't you show the first minutes of the game? I'm actually jumping into them faster than I normally do. You didn't miss anything. We're at minute 6 and you lost the first 1.5 minutes. Oh, I just checked if I switched the overlay. That would have been so funny if I was talking about the game. And then saying, yeah, I'm already showing it. That looks like a drush to me from BacT. Get balls in pocket. Same as a nice defensive stone here as well, but BacT has open wood lines. Now pushes some deer in as well. Who opted for re? Both did. Both out of restarts after this game. Already at this point. Second board kind of late. Here it popped 21. And will this be a drush? Yes. So drush potentially from both players, and this might be drush FC. Interesting. BacT fast imp? No. BacT even not even going for the drush. He collected 10 gold. He's now playing this pop 22 with a solid uptime. BacT has so many single trees near his TC, his farm placement will be horrible. But remember that once you start cutting that tree, you can build a farm over it. So you don't need to, build around them. We call those trees straggler trees. And you can place buildings over it. By the rules, it's forbidden that Vinchester is building stuff over them as well. Could BacT earn a spot in Team Secret if he qualifies? No chance. He wanted to, but Secret said that they already had too many. Did BacT even scout? Yeah, BacT scouted quite a bit, my friend. He knows everything and now goes forward. On the other side, we have, well, that's only a normal drush. And now the drush of Vinchester is coming in a bit earlier. Loom's coming over and 2 on gold. Vinchester up here as well. Let's take a look. And quick house. Gets a good volley off. Does quite some damage. Another militia. Man-at-arm upgrade could be out any second. And that's another sharp build order by BacT for sure. Look at that. 11:21. Man-at-arm timing here. With the 4th man-at-arm out already. As he scouted and pushed the deer. Well, that's BacT for you. Now some walls and... Oh, what was that? Okay, I misplaced the house. Oh, he's actually trying to fight this. This is not clever, Vinchester. That was a weird move. Why did he try to fight this off? And we'll lose 1 villager. For that. Let's get some more shots off, but... Tricky situation. Vinchester will have a lot of resources. I'm expecting him to go double archery range here. And it will be mass man-at-arms from BacT. Trying to fight this off at home as well. Also Palisade, walls having some more HP. Small nice bonus that a lot of people forget. And think about Byzantines as well. I'll try to send some more villages on gold. Kind of weird that he's opening those when he knows that there's some armies around, but now walls behind it. Only 4 farms, so that will just be a normal archer transition. Oh, that was very low. I saw that earlier. Yeah, indeed. And oh boy, way more losses than we are used to see from him. And 2 villagers already down. Might even lose a 3rd one here if he wanted to go for the block with the eagle, but didn't go for it. I don't like that he's adding farms here. I think blacksmith would have been so much better, but yeah, he's going for it. What's my favorite building? Probably the harbor. Yeah, and somewhat the hippo wonders. Nothing can be done to stop the real Lord BacT. Well, we'll see. Fletching and sending some villagers to the front, which will be scouted. Does a lot of damage here. BacT is trying to split. Isn't losing a lot of units. Why did he lose his one man at arm over here? Okay. So 2 villagers traded against 1 man at arm. BacT is now ahead by 3 villagers and goes for the +1 defense. Vinchester, he's going for some aggression. Where is he trying to go? Interesting. Also off that right hand side a bit more. Scrum Archer going forward and men at arms added. Oh, interesting. So he's expecting an eagle switch from Vinchester. From BacT. Now goes to attack that woodline. Actually has the army advantage. Interesting move here for sure. Has 3 full HP men at arms now. So they will have a fighting shot here. There's still a scout out. I think that's a win for Vinchester. If he fights this off. Has the hill advantage with the archers and skirmishers. Defensive tower for BacT now as well. But the tower of Vinchester will go up. And BacT is losing everything. That was a horrible fight for him. Suddenly it's 8-2 KD. Vinchester killed 7 units without a single loss. And is blocking the woodline. That was just horrible for BacT here. Ay. Fighting against the hill. With the men-at-arms for Vinchester. He already lost some HP before that as well. Not happy with that at all. And now he's not even attacking the tower. Uh-oh. Out of stone, so he cannot wall this off. Or not tower this off. Sends 5 villagers on stone to collect another 50. To then build a tower of 125, but might not be in time. Let's take a look. Eagles are coming over. 3 men-at-arms still alive though, so Eagles won't do too much. Have +1/+1. Villagers trying to fight this off, but that will be a lot of losses. Military count 17-4. Vinchester, he might be winning this. It's a wrong reaction here by BacT, and those Eagles, they should go down. Men-at-arms should do massive damage against those. Villagers completely idle as well. He will not collect the 125 stone that are needed, or the 50 stone to make it 125. Men-at-arms now nicely focused down though, only 1 left. Let's take a look. More aggression coming to the front here though. BacT not getting those walls up, and he is in some troubles. Villager count still better for our Vietnamese player here, but look at all those idle villagers now. Ugly spot for him, and he's at 103 stone, and those are carrying another 10. An aggressive tower. Love that play by Vinchester. He keeps up his aggression. Think could have even built that tower a bit more aggressively. More army coming over, and that means that 3-4 Eagles won't really do too much here. Let's take a look. Villagers, they're trying to get some shenanigans rolling, but shouldn't stop this tower from going up. 113, and we said earlier that this one stone spot was good. The other one, very open there. So cannot get enough stone for the defense here. Vinchester, he's looking pretty strong here. Continues to harass that area. Has some archers in there. Might send even more. And is repairing this. Walls this off. BacT, he's in a world of pain here. Goes for that wood line. Let's take a look. 4 Eagles can easily clear that up, but maybe if he goes under the tower, that's better for him. Problem for Vinchester, he is very open at the back, and his army a bit less mobile than the one from BacT. Pressuring that gold now. BacT moves out to the left one. Double barracks, eagle production at the moment. The answer to the mass archer and some mixed in men-at-arms from Vinchester, and he will just easily defend that. Yeah, archers aren't doing a lot of damage against those eagles, but a single man-at-arm is already soaking so much, dealing quite a bit as well, and the second man-at-arm is just clearing house here. Nice defense by Vinchester. Saw the potential raid coming up, and oh boy, now running under the TC. Runs through it here and loses 1 villager in exchange, but will block lots of farms. Military count still brutal, 23-5 at the moment, and this tower goes up. Even more of BacT's eco will be idle. Tries to go for a defensive tower now. Bought himself some stone, but honestly, this isn't too important, because his gold will just be open as well. +1 defense now even for our men-at-arms here. Vinchester, he's just everywhere. Guys, after this very dominant game number 1. And, well, kind of sloppy play by Vinch, who surely will see a more or an improved Vinchester in game number 2. He's still behind by 3 villagers, military count pretty brutal though, and that wood line completely exposed at the front, and I don't really see him defending this. Let's take a look. Can he buy himself more stone? Yes, he needs to buy 200 stone. Makes it a bit tricky. Could run out of this tower, not really going for it. 3 men-at-arms. If he has like 5, I think he can just kill everything here. BacT with solid resources to click up even. Let's take a look what Vinchester has in store for us. Build some market to balance out his eco a bit more. Now moves in, goes for horse color quite late. Gets a villager snipe, difference still at 2. Also his villagers, and maybe if he combines armies, that's kind of untouchable for BacT then. Liereyy now as well, and suddenly Vinchester is the guy with 20 pop ahead. Oh, look where BacT needs to migrate here. Such a big aggression. Now goes on to gold, but Archer's already around. This guy is so active. Eagles will surely clean this up, but then he just should lose everything. Vinchester buying himself up to the castle age. Archers, can they get into the tower? I think so, right? Yes, they can. BacT now clicked up to castle age. Let's take a look. Can he maybe wall this off? Vinchester, does he have an idea about this woodline? Not really, but he sees one villager moving, and that one villager gave it away probably. Let's take a look. Can BacT get onto some quick walls here? No. Okay, this has to be game, guys. Every single villager should go down here, and BacT has no answer to that. Eagle's completely out of position, even losing some, trying to get there, and this is just GG. Indeed. 1-1! That's indeed a traitor villager. Okay, lovely stuff. Vital teams. The questionable pick will be transitioned into the W. It wasn't really the Vital teams winning though. It was just Vinchester's play with a nice addition of men-at-arms when BacT was switching into Eagles. Lovely, lovely play here. Way better KD, idled so much of the eco that he should be ahead in that regard here as well. Not as much as I thought, and that BacT couldn't get up the second tower at his gold really, really hurt him here, and that his other gold stone was so far up front. Next map will be Gold Rush. BacT could have played on for 30 more minutes and still resigned earlier than Vince in game 1. Haha! Vinch had 8 villagers on stone? That much? Okay. This game went on, we would have seen cataphracts for sure. Civ picks. No more Byzantines and no more Mayans. So pick number 5 won against pick number 1 on Arabia. It's kind of rare. Now going into Gold Rush. Interesting. Kind of has to be Slavs against Britons. At least that's what I could see happening here. Maybe Aztecs. Yeah, maybe Aztecs. Kind of want Italians for that. Aztecs Britons. Makes quite some sense as well. Let's go on the hill with the island in the middle. Yes, and the gold. And the hill. Speculator didn't start yet, so still time for some of your questions if you have any. Necessarily finding the meta? Not really, right? On one already. Well, we're in for an hour, right? Question: what shift do you expect from Vinch on Maddie? I expected Byzantines. Now I kind of expect hunts. How often did you watch Zomi vs Secret Game 1 already? Not a single time. I didn't have time. I will probably watch it next Tuesday, so in 8 days. I'm really busy this week. What song was that in beginning? Burbers on Maddie. Fast tips. What? What song was that in the beginning? As I said, I just have an AoE playlist that I'm playing. 1 minute spec delay. It has to be hunts or May. I think Berbers are going to be played in Golden Hill. Did I miss a lot? Great game so far? No. Game 2 was pretty interesting, but it was like one highlight scene of 15 seconds of bad fight. And game 1 was just horrible. Okay guys, and we have the so-called classic of Age of Empires. We are looking into Aztecs against Huns on Golden Hill, which isn't that classic. TaToH still has a chance to qualify. Yes, he does. Today I will upload the YouTube game from yesterday, him against Scotty. Gold's not too great for BacT here, but clearly not bugged. Let's check the stone spots. Where's the second stone? That's pretty far away. And everything else looks pretty solid here for Vinchester. Defensive woodline, defensive berries, gold close by, not very wallable. Let's take a look. Is he trying to lay Mr. BacT again? He sees the boar, and he's probably going for it, and he will find 2 sheep on the way back. Does Vinchester have any idea about this? He sees the boar. Knows about the one in the back. He already pushed 2 deer here and found... Are those extra sheep? No, not really. BacT, he continues to scout before laming. It's kind of untypical. It feels like Vinch is mind gaming himself with the draft. Well, he's mind gaming for sure. Lots of deer around here. Not a lot of wolves. Normally a lot of wolves are protecting those. And he's getting the sheep and the boar. And that's what I said. BacT could have gone for the lame, but isn't going for it. Kind of surprising to me. Vinchester's map is awful. When it comes to gold, yes. When it comes to walling as well. When it comes to having protected wood and berries, no. Some skirmish here. No one really winning. T at some point wants to get home to collect his sheep. Way closer gold for BacT here compared to Vinchester, who needs quite some distance, but then has the hill advantage in the long run. So, well, just 2 different approaches. That's a lot of wolf eyes. Also some here at the sides. So wolf rush are an option. Gets another hit against the scout. Vinchester, well, he would probably accept to lose some HP. That's one more hit than he really needed. Wolf Hippos, indeed. Goes for ball number 2. We're kind of expecting to see scouts out of him. Question, what is BacT going for? He has such bad gold spots as well. So, map feels kind of even. Both just having horrible open gold spots. And that's the beauty of this map, right? Expecting to see very aggressive plays here. Maybe even heavy fuel age aggression from Vinchester. Pressuring that area. Wouldn't surprise me after how aggressive he went in game number 1. BacT has a nice wallable map. Does he? Like, it's an easy wall off, but not including gold doesn't really help you that much then. Yeah, if you once you chop your way through, that's indeed kind of okay to wall this off then. All the dead bodies can be ignored. It is on Gold Rush. Loom for Vinchester now, kind of indicating that he will play Pop 22, and same probably for BacT. Maybe even instantly goes for the main gold. Plays El Dorado style with a mining camp in here. Maybe a defensive tower. It's a nice CC spot. I think you cannot fit one in here, right? Is it 4 tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a perfect TC spot for sure. And now 3 aggressive villagers. Where are the wolves? Over here, so he should pass those. Goes for 4. And that will be some aggression against Vinchester, who's actually building a farm. Something we don't see too often. 10 on wood here, 4 on berries, pretty standard distribution, and aggressive mining camp. Okay, and not building more militia. Okay, now he is. That will be 5 villagers out on gold. Completely walls himself off. And Vinchester, he sees the gold not used, knows that this gold is not used, and didn't really scout the center here. So he sees a guy walling himself without any gold spots. That should raise some questions for sure. What is this guy up to? This guy is up to 4 militia aggression, or 3 militia aggression, 4 villager as well. 3 villagers to the front from Vinchester building the stable. He has 0 idea. Well, he sees the militia now and the villagers, so he knows exactly what's up. Goes for the eco upgrades and oh, isn't really in time with that. Gate, okay, gets it in the second try. Let's take a look. 8 of gate pyres. Can we see some more walls? Yes, we can. And BacT is not getting in here. Beautiful walls by Vinchester for sure. 8 of gate pyres continues. Scouts can be out, and those quick walls were desperately needed. Controlling his gold now. And running in the center. Can he maybe get that villager? Could be a nice easy pickoff. BacT not really taking care because he is engaging at the front here. Let's take a look. That palisade is going down to 4 HP, and he's not really walling that off. The Eagle Scout is going down at the same time. Villager is moving back here, and well, we see 1 villager going down. Let's take a look. This tower is going up, but not blocking too much. It's 2nd villager going down against the man-at-arm. Scout going low there as well, and the damage output of those man-at-arms just so good. Scout needs a micro back. Tower will go up though, and we shouldn't really see another scout go down. Let's take a look. Here, 1 scout is even going down. Make that maybe even 2. Oh boy, man-at-arm could have gone crazy. Military count 4 to 1. 1 single spearman. Shouldn't really do too much. Vinchester behind by 1 villager. Has an archery range up here at the side. Goes for skirmishers for now. BacT is still not walled over here, but should be doing that pretty quickly. Didn't really scout that area too well though. Maybe we'll go for the non-optimal walls, which still are completely fine. This could get overtopped. It's actually, by definition, it's forbidden to delete that straggler because it's closer than 10 tiles to the TC. But it's kind of including of a normal wall as well. That's tricky. Oh, he shouldn't really run in with the skirmishers here. What is that move? That is so dumb by Vinchester. Oh boy. Or is he trying to debate some? He's maybe trying to go to the gold. He's collecting those wolves. Okay, but then he could have gone with one skirmisher as well. Okay, get 6 wolves with him. Wolf ass rush. And they will be annoying for sure. Nice strategy here by Vinchester. Maybe lost 1, 2 scouts too many. And, well, those wolves are still active. I would say chat off, but you know how funny the situation looks. And, well, still some wolves active. BacT is losing 1 over here. Didn't really finish those walls. And those are annoyed as well. Ay. Don't you have the unlessed part of the wall part in the rules? Well, I will read that rule again, but well, BacT luckily walked behind that anyways. Nice wolf rush here for sure. Forces the tower out. Got 1 villager and well, still is controlling that area a bit. But lost 2 scouts and 2 skirms in exchange, so it wasn't that great. Now goes for this side and well, we'll get some beautiful deer. Remember that those aren't dead villagers. Send some to the front, and he is on stone, so maybe an aggressive tower somewhere. And overchopped here now, so some access to the gold. Don't like that house too much. I think some walls over here could be a bit of a better option. Oi. Taking quite some villagers. Maybe just rush down the tower could be an option. Instead of trying to build your own tower. We will see. Okay, he goes for the tower instead. A lot of scouts out here, and this is not the most unsimilar game to game number 1. Just scouts instead of men-at-arms from the first game. Let's take a look. He gave up the hill advantage here, now tries to take the engagement, needs to focus down on the spearman. That's exactly what he is doing, but not really getting the damage done. Tower in the back is really helping out, but that means that the villagers couldn't really finish the one at the front. And Vinch is getting his first tower up. Now tries to go for more, and this is the beautiful gold rush here that we wanted to see. Three eagles, 1 spearman. The archers and skirms not really around. Vinchester not having fletching here. Something he should really have. He's going back a bit from that gold spot. Add more scouts. Maybe some skirmishers. Big difference is also that we don't have the +1 defense compared to the Mayans game before here. So those eagles, instead of 3 armor, they only have 2. Goes on to that gold now, but with a horrible mining camp. Ay. And just running around, tries to get more towers up. It's a bit weird. Couldn't really wall this off. Scouts should be able to finish that though. No fletching for BacT. Vinchester, move in please. Just 2 villagers behind. Okay, so similar farm echo from both players. BacT will be clicking up to castle it any second though. And now builds a defensive tower. But still could be an aggressive tower over here. Don't really see Vinchester going into fletching as well. Oh boy. Really need to kill that tower. It's quite easy. You can have a lot of villagers attacking there as well. Bloodlines and +1 defense here in Feudal Age. Vinchester is playing this Feudal Age all in. Did he check the gold spots? No, he did not. Really should have checked the gold spots from time to time. And oh boy, he's now going for the move in here against that tower. And BacT, he will still be able to produce a lot of eagles. He has enough gold at home. Villagers at the front going down that tower might not be finishing. 80% here. Is he focusing down that villager? Yes, he is. And BacT, he will lose some. At the same time, there's some production though. Still from Eagles. And some villagers going down. Both towers overlapping. Not the greatest move here by Vinchester, if you ask me. And he's stuck deep in field late. Sending more villagers to the front, really trying to rush this down. Get yet another villager. BacT's trying to wall this off, shouldn't really happen. So gold control completely for Vinchester now, but loses more villagers than he should. Tries to move in now against the tower, will probably lose yet another one. That's really not great. And BacT, he can just sit back and go for some eagles from home. Open gold spot though, not the greatest gold income. Tries to tower this up now. Villager tries to get some repairs rolling for himself here. And now some raid at that gold spot. Vinchester with wheelbarrow, BacT up to Castle Age. Let's take a look, what are those villagers up to? Maybe they can get the beautiful TC up here. Maybe over here, and that would be just so good for BacT and could really give him some eagle production. Eagle warrior upgrade now being researched. 3 barracks style pretty soon. Only 1 villager really getting gold at the moment. We'll go up to 4 pretty soon. Can't BacT create army? Well, he needs gold for that. And he just lost a lot of villagers in the center. And his other gold spots are very open. So at the moment, it'll be tricky for him. And yet another tower. But those villagers are very low on HP. 7 damage output here by those eagles. I think they will lose this fight though. I'm not really sure why he's trying to take fights with that small amount of numbers here. But maybe the +1 defense is enough to really win him the fight already. And well, 1 villager is walled in, so the tower will go up. It was a better fight than I thought. Well, Castle Age Eagle Warriors still quite okay, apparently. Defensive tower now by BacT here should be able to finish that one. And Vinchester, he's clicking up to the Castle Age any second. And then probably will go for like a Knight Light Cav or some Knight CA or something like that. Is losing a lot of his center control at the same time though. And the forward villagers here, it feels like BacT with this small advantage. Defensive towers now. I thought he could wall everything. Huh. We'll probably lose that villager. Archers now. So maybe it's crossbow knights. I really don't like that he didn't wall his whole map. Military count 11-2. And BacT getting a TC up in the center of the map. More eagles trying to go for that gold. Let's take a look. Tries to send in more villagers into the tower. Not all of them can fit in there. Archers doing quite some damage as well. Now goes for forging second stable, so that will indeed be knights. Eagles lost a lot of HP already. But the raid continues. Those towers now so unprotected as well in the center of the map. Looks a bit better for BacT here, if you ask me. Not only a bit. If we look at the villagers as well, 47-33, lots of them idle, and that was a tricky one for Vinchester. I think he overproduced a bit and maybe sent too many villagers towards the center. I think he had a good timing there, really caught BacT off guard there, but in the end couldn't really do too much. And now he's heavily behind on his back foot here, and CA production starts. Knight CA, but the numbers not really in his favor. 14-7, and that's 3 archers that do basically nothing here. Knights don't really want to take the engagement either, trying to micro here, but the food eco simply too low. No extra TCs added, and now even Monka S. Even enough stone to build a castle. Jaguar is obviously not really a unit that will be too efficient. But just for the gold control, maybe something over here. Scorpions out. Interesting. So no extra TC. Is there a castle from BacT? No. Ah, he got rid of or got all his stone now. Maybe needs to buy 100. More monks healing his eagles. Longsword counter eagles. That's true. But still mobility problems there for sure. Now moving forward with the Scorpions, it is a 1 TC play by Vinchester and he needs to make something happen here pretty quickly. Scorpions need to get the big damage done. Let's take a look. Monks trying to get the conversions in. We see Vinchester thinks he's forced into this fight. Scorpions in the back. Let's take a look how much damage they're doing. It seems like they are not too well protected. Some eagles even closing down the distance. All the knights in the front going down. TA going down. Scorpions unprotected. GG. BacT got this one. 2-1 at 6 over Hans here. Not the greatest map by Vinchester. Didn't really see the attack come in early on enough as well. And then BacT with the shorter distance. Vinchester, I think he was playing this a bit too weirdly in feudal late. With this trying to finish it against that map and then he could go on to gold. BacT that was. And didn't really work out. 2-1 for our Tyrant. Clearing up all the feudal age army obviously means that the KD is better for you and Vinchester could never go on to a second gold spot. In general, ad stacks more on the gold heavy side. That explains the gathered resources. Next map will be Mediterranean. One of the last times we will see it in the NAC circus. Will not be included in NAC2-Qualifier number 2. Is there a specific situation where you would prefer Aztec eagles over Mayan eagles if your enemy is running away from you? Yeah, if you're not fighting, they're better. Otherwise, Mayan eagles are better. Civ picks, no more Aztecs, no more Huns. So Maddie, Rift Island, Golden Hill. So it has to be Britons for Golden Hill or for Rift Islands. For Rift Islands, right? No, Mongols are Rift Islands. Britons Golden Hill. Vinchester civs are so weird. It's so weird, man. Oh. Yeah, BacT clearly with the better tips here. Sparrow Prince, thanks for 5 months. Okay, Maddie has to be Italians. Then it doesn't really matter what you pick. Don't like Slavs too much. Slavs for Golden Hill? Well, you never really farm that much on Golden Hill either. So he puts thoughts behind his choices, so he must have something in mind. Yeah, he does, he does. But I don't understand it, and that really bothers me. Hi. Mines aren't that bad for watertive. Yeah, I know, but still, like, where do you pick them? Winch is fun to watch as he doesn't play the meta too much. That's true. But he'd probably win more matches if he did. That's probably true as well. Scorps need a big buff. They still seem useless. One of the worst units in the game, yes. Slash maybe cheaper siege push on Golden Hill. You can never do that. You need to win water first. It's all about winning water. That's why we don't see Golden Hill in NAC2 Qualifier number 2 either. Getting rid of a lot of those maps. The loser of the series is bye-bye. Well, he still can play in Qualifier number 2, right? But yes. Okay, and so we will see what is the long-term plan of Vinchester here, and it will be indeed the Italians for BacT, so no surprise there, and Berbers for Vinchester. Luckily for Vinchester, this isn't the Mediterranean generation with the greatest center point. So maybe some aggression here on land could be happening into gold and stone spots. So Vinchester, if he was to go forward on that side, he could maybe make something happen. And yeah, as you see, there's a lot of map to run around. Pond reasonably distanced for both of them. Berbers, they're counting on their speed bonus. Fire galleys, you can retreat a bit better, you can have your demos hitting a bit better, and your enemy cannot really spread that well against them. So I can see the choice, and I said several times I wouldn't be surprised if Berbers might be on the like top 10 player level the best Civ there is, and people still for now don't know, because once you get like 6 fletching galleys with Berbers, you can out micro enemies so well. I think that's still better for Golden Hill than for Medi. Both far away from water? No, they're not. Guys, tell me, what are we going to see? Will we see just a normal fire galley into galley build up here? Will we see some land aggression from Vinchester? He obviously didn't scout that much yet. He sees the pond to the right hand side, so you might expect BacT to be somewhat here, because the pond is so much to the side. But scouting that pond line, I think he should know that land aggression is an option. Fire galley into BacT win, Vinchester land play. Piping wood now. And BacT scouts a bit earlier. Vinchester pushes deer first literally every game. Yes, I know. Helps out your eco, but not too great when it comes to getting intel what your enemy is doing. And aggression is an option, but BacT can wall the bottom of his map. Yeah, he has, if he walls quickly enough, like one wall here and one tower here, and he's super safe. And BacT is already scouting that area as well. Let's take a look. Scout fight, not really happening. Vinchester is going back. And Vinchester, he didn't scout anything yet. I'll get one sheep back. Let's take a look. What does Vinchester see? He just wants to see how the pond is shaped. Sees the deer. Might think that BacT is pretty close. Sees the house as well, so he knows where BacT is. BacT with loom already, so his build-up will be better. Just even going for another sheep. I think that's not really necessary, right? Oh, and another villager. So that won't be a crush build-up. That's just way too late. If he goes for water now, he's dead. Looming now. Gets one sheep himself. 923. Solid uptiming here by BacT for sure. Vinchester clicks up. 10-13. It's not such a bad time, but honestly, like it's simply 50 seconds behind BacT. That's enough. And he will play the normal Grush build-up. Sending his scout back as well. He's playing this on water, guys. 4 on gold. And BacT, he will have a big advantage. Well, that's the power of Italians. It just feels like Vinchester, he is losing those games at the drafting board. Not really on the map itself. If only he was getting coached. Or maybe had some other top players to discuss civilization drafts a bit more. I think we could see him performing even better than he already is. Lost some HP here, still Dark Age against Feudal Age. 2 dogs out and BacT also knows, okay, he has a scout at home, so I'm not fearing anything there. Third dog already from Vinchester. I think 4 on gold is too few as well. Yeah. This will be brutal. Double bit X. 11 HP behind already. And goes into galley second. Oh no. That's too early. I just start losing so many HP here as well. BacT getting the kill there. And oh no, that's way too early galleys, my friend. You want to switch into galleys at some point. I think you need to add some more demos before that. And not really using multi-queue to perfection. But BacT, he took quite some losses. Maybe Vinchester will survive this. I thought he wouldn't. Uh-oh. Getting that villager maybe. 10 HP. Tries to fight it off. 2 HP. Against 7 HP of BacT here. Sends that villager back into the TC. One demo for BacT, which will obviously be kind of, I don't want to say bad, but losing in efficiency. 3 dogs here now, and snipes the first fire galley. Demo should get sniped. Let's take a look. Some splits here from Vinchester maybe. Why is he splitting? And he's going to the wrong direction for sure. Okay, he just sent 1 galley in. But lost so much here, and yeah, that's what I said. He needed some more buffer before that. Doesn't have a single demo. 5 galleys out against 3 fire galleys. Kind of tricky. Needs to micro so much. Lost a lot of HP here as well. Oh, this is looking good for BacT. And he can just play in his face. The start's just way too bad for Vinchester here. Okay, now gets onto fletching. And what did I say? 6 galley with the fletching. He can micro all day long. And that's what he's trying to do. Luckily for him, the fish is still active. But not for too much longer. Can easily snipe the fish of BacT though if he was to get there. 1 big demo hit could be finishing here. Oh god, this was a GG move. This was just killing everything. It's 2 going down and the other completely bruised now. Oh boy, this is over for Vinch. He will lose those, no chance anymore. That was so big. That was so big. BacT getting the full hit here against the full army of Vinchester. Now, like, I said he had some chance here, but now it's just completely out of the question. If he had like 3-4 more galleys here, there could have been a chance, but this is not microable. Look at the score, 2.1k against 1500. 500 food against a guy who is sitting at 100 foods. Goes for barracks now, maybe some archers. Vinchester, he's doing a fine job here, but maybe you can eat another demo hit. Are you kidding me? How is he getting those over and over again? Oh man, that's not something that should happen, especially against Berbers. Galley should never eat those hits. 6 to 17 KD here at the moment. Yeah, it was like 3 demos, so it's 9 to 17, but still, that's just so brutal. At barracks now, he will be so far away from Castle Age. We might even have the Castle Age tech for BacT before Vinchester can even click up. Archers now as well. This is just so GG. Oh man. BacT, he's looking sharp. Demo hits were incredible. Great hits there for sure. Even somewhat safe at home. And well, an outpost for Vinchester, but well, tricky. Okay, now he gets into the critical math where he can 2-shot those fire galleys. Oh, actually 3-shot. Okay, does 40 damage at the moment. And now the archers are moving in. Not even archer range here. Gold spots. Where's the third gold spot? That's the third gold spot? It's pretty far away. But all gold spots then at this side. Outpost will spot something, but he's also sniping here at the front. BacT, he will get Castle Age, and then it's Crossman on the land. Vinchester, he has no idea. He just sees, okay, I won water. That's something that shouldn't really happen. What's going on here? Maybe let's get some army up here quickly. And that's one villager instantly dying. He's trying to go back. Where's the defensive tower? Nowhere to be found, not even on stone. And that's what I said earlier. So many gold spots, very aggressively. And tries to rush out the archery range, but well, Castle Age skirmishes. Or feudal age skirmishes against crossbows here with Botkin arrow. That shouldn't really work out. And soon we'll have fast fire ships as well. Maybe harassing some of the water there. Now some fishing ships added, so Vinchester, if only he didn't need those demo shots. Oh, gets that tower up. That's something I didn't see coming. Crossbowmen, but they can just position themselves under the tower here. One villager going down. BacT actually behind the villagers, but yeah, Vinchester, he has no answer to that attack. And also on water, he lost everything as well. Oh boy. Not the sharpest start, and then those big demo hits in potentially a small deficit when it comes to the tips as well. I like the approach of Vinchester. Very ballsy early galleys. Maybe 1-2 demos, camp a bit more, could have been the better option here. And suddenly it's 3-2-1 for Mr. BacT already. Interesting, saying go, 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 go. Wants to jump into it. KD, pretty even. All the fishing ships went down for BacT there. That's why. And even villager count, but Vinchester was not even up yet. He had like 250 food, 300 food or something. Next map will be Rift Islands. We kind of know what to expect now. Has to be Mongols. And then we have Britons on Golden Hill. Ah. Well, Prairie Goth, that's a good one for Vinchester, I believe. 3 match points for BacT. Vinchester might be dropped down to qualifier number 2 after the next win. I always resub at German Day. Thank you, anyways.
No German Day, Nili, I always resub at German Day.
Nili, no. Does BacT need a visum to travel to Germany? I have no idea. But we still have enough time to figure that out. Maniac, thanks for your prime. And Elsa Wing before that. Who chooses the mirror tips matchup? I don't really know. Who was it? Who came up with the straight Portuguese against Goth? Oh! It wasn't me. Oh, with this small lake, couldn't Vinch have tried FC into Bourbonites? Well, then you're losing the water too much. No. Why Portuguese? Why not Portuguese? I wanted to see them played. Iron Gun's best civ in the game. Or best unit in the game. Therefore Portuguese the best civ. Oh no! I really left my apartment as a mess at the moment. And cleaning lady just cancelled. That's ugly. That's really ugly. Soon all the NAC games will be played with Portuguese. Wouldn't that be lovely? NAC 3 or Portuguese, NAC 4 or Koreans, NAC 5 or Saracens. But wouldn't you be up earlier than BacT anyways? Yeah, but you still need to get the stables up. He will scout that. He has the scouts. He will have 10 extra fishing ships. He will be up like 1.5 minutes behind you. You can run into walls. It was really easy to wall for BacT as well. 21 NACs incoming, 1 for each civ. Well, there are 31 civs. Koreans will be loud on NAC2. Why not? Just see how quickly BacT got up there. He had like a 20 minute 30 seconds castle age timing and he went for more water. So if you realized earlier, he gets like 19 minutes, maybe 19:30, something like that. Maybe even 18:30 with Italians because they can click up so much cheaper. Let's say 18:30 and your normal FC will be like 16:30. So you have like 2 minutes to get sneaky stables up. You cannot land, might face stone walls. If BacT plays it properly, you have no chance. Could you win the NAC qualifier? No chance. I could win a round. I could certainly win some maps, but no chance to qualify. I think Koreans and Saracens have been forbidden in NAC 1. Koreans were forbidden, yes. But after that we had some balance changes that made them way worse. No, but still the least fun map to play. Yeah. Probably the chip that needs most change. So no OP civs at the moment. He needs to be banned for NAC2. That's what most players feel like, yeah. Nili, you are an ECL gamer now. You are among the best of the best. I'm sure you'll make it for NAC2. Maybe I will be there. Let's see. How about Saracens on Golden Hill? They wouldn't be top 3 obviously, but like the faster galley shooting. They aren't bad, but no eco advantage really hurts you. They're clearly in the top 50%, but, well, we only have 5 civ choices, right? So you need to be in the top 20% to be around. Why was Pontarina banned? Removed, you mean? Because it just had too many unfair generations. Rift Island, Mediterranean, and Golden Hill. All 3 maps played now, also removed from the map pool. Okay, then let's look into Rift Islands. Vinchester needs to win 3 matches in a row if he wants to qualify in NAC2-Qualifier number 1. And he will face the Malians and will himself play the Mongols. Why is he playing Mongols? Because there's an endless amount of zebras here in the center, and we could see him play Pop 19, Pop 20 aggression in the face of BacT, who will play Malians. Could maybe go for some fish himself. And guys, if you remember the doubt game, everyone was blaming me that there's no fish. Well, find the fish in this one. This is how the map is designed, guys. So all this area without fish, and that's why Doubt didn't get an admin restart. This is one of the normal creations of this map. And that's why everyone's spamming no drama. People just didn't know how this map looks like. And this is the normal creation. In team games it's a bit better, yeah. Can ships move around the center? Yes, they can. On all this sandy area, ships can move, and obviously the shore water. It's not bugged fish, guys. This is this map. I already talked about it with Viper and with fire as well. So building a dock in the center and the corner isn't really that great. It feels like right hand side corner, like when I tested it, had the least water actually. And yeah, he will just build a very bad dock. But this is like just poor preparation. Yeah, Vinchester could have a great dock, but that's not really how it works. And Vinchester, he isn't even going for the water. And that's why, guys, this map isn't that great, and it will be removed for the second qualifier. And unless we get some fixes on water, it won't be included in the offline finals as well. So you will have 2 shawfish. The map name is Rift Island. Oh, even trying to lame some of the zebras here. Still quite a lot of them in the center, and he will play a pretty brutal uptiming. How does BacT have so many more HP? Oh, Vinchester even going for gold. Interesting. Can click up now. Pop 21 for him. Oh, even looms. Not sure if looming was really necessary. BacT will wall himself and will count on his fish boom, which will be non-existent. Goes for some deep fish over here. That's still somewhat doable. And we could move over a bit to the north. And he will be completely walled. Vinchester will have some aggression. And we'll have the center completely. Let's take a look now the barracks here. And I think he can just go and send those 5 villagers as well on the zebras, right? Just another mill here. Maybe 1 stable. Goes 2 villagers on gold. So we'll be men at arms after all. Vinchester, does he have any idea about those walls? Well, he will see those now. Did he heal his spearman in the TC? Thought he was going down to 23 HP there. Now it's up to 25. We'll just move into the front, and he will try to pressure this area. Should be re-wallable by BacT though. Ah, and he knows. Okay, I cannot break this. And then the Malian eco could really carry. 3 on gold here. Sends another village out. Potentially for either walls or for another dock. Okay, it's going for the walls now. And an arms upgrade, and he's putting on some pressure. BacT, I think he will get a defensive tower up though, will have some walls. Gets another quite solid dock up, and guys, remember, we could see some nice demo hits or some fire galleys or galleys to do some damage here as well. BacT, he will be somewhat fine, won't have a mill up, archery range from him, food income should be out of this world for him though. Fishing ship count only at 4 at the moment, will surely add more though. Defensive tower. Vinchester is really playing an aggressive style here. That's all double walled though, this one not yet. And BacT is somewhat safe. Now the option though for Vinchester is still to just fall back with those 4 villagers, or how many are those? 5 villagers. And just go for the center. You can get all the deer. That's totally fine, and this is how this map is created. If you wall yourself, you really shouldn't have lost that 1 villager. If you just wall yourself, well, then you're giving up the center, you're giving up all the beautiful relics as well. Demo hits, well, won't really connect into any of those. They're just a bit spread around. Let's see, can you get 2? He could get 1. Or tries to run the other way around. Probably will get 2 here. Trying to find its way. And Vinchester maybe even spreading his villagers? Looks like it. So he accepts 1 loss. And those are going back. So they can drop off food at least. Blacksmith here, some more stone walls. Is even heavily on stone apparently. 4 on stone indeed. BacT, and he will have some problems transitioning into Castle Age. Vinchester at the same time, 50 food. Yeah, both with very small numbers here for sure. Still would love to see Vinchester go, and oh boy, that could have been open here at the top. And it is open. Let's take a look. Can BacT wall this off? With all those men at arms and scouts are coming in. This could get tricky. Remember guys, stone walls in feudal age only at 900 HP. So men at arms, they can actually do a reasonable job trying to get through there. Still would love to see some more villagers here in the center. And maybe another mill. Okay, he went for a second mill. That makes a lot of sense. No dock from him. Spearman cannot really get in here. Defensive tower by BacT. He's blocking this off. At the moment, KD 1-0. We only saw that 1 villager here going down as the only kill for now in this game. The demo, okay, finally finding a hit here. Not really. Oh, he could just add a galley. And that would arrest this center so much. Oh, he is building a fire galley. Okay. Okay, now some harassments against those stone walls. Builds a fishing ship and then goes into fire galleys. Archers even with fletching. Stone wall at 800 HP here. BacT, he will just probably wall behind there anyways. And Vinchester is now getting pushed away from that center area. Let's take a look. Can the demos get some hit off? Oh yeah, so close and yet so far. I think he can get... Oh no! Oh no! We can't. So weird. Okay, now completely pushed out that. So Vinchester not going for any water. Might have been a mistake as well. Maybe 1 dock, some fire galleys could have been an option. Second lumber camp now over here for Vinchester pretty soon. Tower war, somewhat even. Fletching and snow fletching, so at the moment Vinchester's even winning this. Very slightly though. Can someone explain the boats on the land? Yeah, that's a specialty of this map. It's a pretty new one. Designed for another tournament and used in this one. It's just in this normal area. You cannot go with the ships on this area. Just to be a bit more aggressive in the center and, well, just a feature of this map. Trying to do some shenanigans here. 300 HP against 250 HP. And he's attacking the house. Oh no. Vinchester, 300 food, 600 gold. BacT at the same time could really use his market to juggle some resources as well. BacT benefiting from his fish here as well. A very special map for a very special tournament. Oh, someone got that quote. That would be like really surprising me. Oh, going for transporting to get some better fish here. BacT really abusing the map now. Sweet stuff. Okay. Just support 300 food. And yet another dock. Oh boy, BacT is playing this so well. Completely stone walled off. Didn't really have any losses. Now built a galley here. Just plays this. Yeah. So patiently, probably another defensive tower behind here, at least that's what I'm assuming. Indeed, the galley is doing some work, blocked all the center off, and, well, expanding. Has 7 fishing ships working for himself. Beautiful, beautiful job. Vinchester, he's up to castle age though. How is BacT looking? Well, just needs to buy 100 more food, and then he's up as well. Galley's doing a good job here. The tower will go up, but will get stopped as well. So castle age timing will be somewhat similar. And actually, I wouldn't mind BacT just going for 2 sneak docks as sneak stables here. And just pressure the back of Vinchester with some knights. Speaking of Vinchester, look at the stone count. Mango dice might be something on the menu. This is still open, so a castle could go up here. Not really sure where all his villagers are. 2 are here. He doesn't really want to run through the center though, right? Or does he? He's sending some villagers. Oh boy, they could run into demos. Let's take a look. All those exposed. What can BacT see? Well, he sees 1 villager here. Will instantly snipe that one. 2 HP. And the demo maybe can do something. 5 villagers out. Bot can arrow and war galley. So redock by Vinchester. He will go onto some fast fire, some fire ships here. 1 villager, where is he now? Okay, 2 are coming over, so that will be the castle over here. 6 villagers all made it through after the first loss there. That actually worked out pretty well for Vinchester against all that amount of water control that I thought BacT had there. No TCs added. Especially something moving onto gold could be really lovely. Castle will go up. BacT can easily build a counter castle though, and this amount of gold stone here, and goes for drill nets and war galley upgrade. Wheelbarrow really pushing his eco. Another beautiful dock. He's really abusing the map so well. Super happy how he is playing this, and this castle won't do too much. Maybe he can squeeze in over here, some stone walls behind. Something that I want to see from BacT. Doesn't even have the great eco advantage so that he could go on to castle age quite quickly. Oh god, that could be a demo. Guys! Oh boy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You will see it. You will see it here and yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, shipgasm indeed. Oh yeah. 70 pop against 46 pop. Now even blocking this off. Another castle here, so Vinchester will have no way of ever breaking into here. And well, BacT, he still has the military numbers here as well, 14 to 5. Gonna change underpants right back. This looks very good for BacT here. Such a solid defense. Think if Vinchester plays the strategy, he needs to go for some docks a bit earlier and not build a single farm and get all the zebras in the center. I want to see that sneaky stables. Well, it's actually a sneaky siege workshop now. And BacT, he's close to clicking up to him. Oh, Mangodice, they actually squeezed through. Some Geppettos now trying to do some damage there, obviously super bad. Against Mangodice and CA here, especially that heavily upgraded. Yeah, with +2/+1. Siege, does Vinchester have any idea about this? Oh, barely misses it. Some idle villages. Vinchester, he's actually... Oh, I heard another demo. Not really sure where though. Maybe someone over here. Well, it didn't really matter that much. 16 fishing ships as well for BacT. Score 4k to 3k. Geppetto numbers are now high enough and even losing quite a bit of HP here. And yeah, from now on they will just one-shot this quite easily. Not losing a single Geppetto. Vinchester only 5 villages ahead. Goes for more Mangodai, so he will be somewhat fine when it comes to defending the Geppetto rate. But, well, the Mangonel aggression will just be deadly. Vinchester, he goes for University. And some eco upgrades. BacT, he's clicking up to Imperial Age now. Will easily take care of that castle as well. And I think once he gets Imp, and Vinchester didn't really do any damage with his Mangodais. His hopes will probably all transition into qualifier number 2. Well, I believe he will play Project Belgium first now. Where all the Geppettos still defending at home. Mangodais, what are they up to? Maybe more willing to join this fight here. The village are very ambitious. Well, you fight 4v1. Well, I will come over and help you here. Mangodais are now going back. Does BacT... Oh, still? Didn't show his siege workshop there. It's obviously easy for Vinchester to play here with the Mangodais against the fire ships, but it's not really winning him the game. He's sitting at 600 food, 500 gold. Has 12 more or 10 more villagers, but he's behind by 17 fishing ships. And we already saw early drill nets. Look at the amount of docks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 docks. 8 docks. 8 docks on this map for BacT. Working for himself. That's just beautiful. Goes off for BacT and now being Imp, and then suddenly Vinchester will lose his castle, and he already knows about 2 castles being up, so he knows no chance for him to holding that, because the production of traps will just be very good as well. And Vinchester, he's just running away. Only 2 villages ahead now as well, clicking up to him, so that will be evened out. 3 TCs. Geppettos? Are they trying to run through there? No, not really. Okay. He just wants to chill it out for now. Goes for more water control. Mangonel, did they get any hits off? Not really. One villager dead there apparently. Maybe two if I see that correctly. Mangodice will easily clear that now though. Nice ground attack. We'll get some damage done. Oh, even get some Mangodi here. That's something I didn't really see coming. Get some kills against the fishing ships, but still 20 more. There's some villagers trying to go back. And now Mongol player without his beloved castle, and therefore without his beloved Mangodice. How many villagers does he have on stone? 4 here, a lot of villagers over here. So that's a total of 14 at the moment. And goes on to war galleys apparently. Interesting. So maybe war galleys Mangodice. The long-term plan against BacT here. Okay, well I can see that working out. If he gets onto galleons, just ignoring water, 1 defensive castle, and then full galleons, that might still work. Remember, Malians don't have the greatest water. Still some Mangodice to defend. After losing the castle, he's heavily housed now. How are those flight costs gonna be? Well, BacT fire, quite expensive for sure. Going for so much the battles could kill BacT. Well, he just wanted to be safe, right? He isn't really producing them anymore. Only +1/+1 on them as well, so that's not his unit he wants to go for. He's taking into galleons. But Vinchester, he's doing somewhat the same. But, well, it will be 8 docks against 2 at the moment. So production, maybe a slight advantage on the side of BacT here. Got another demo, not really sure where that one hit. Traps now moving forward. Doing some packing. Heavy demos now even. That could be lovely. Galleon upgrade here. Vinchester +4 and, or well, chemistry. And bracer for him. No galleon upgrade yet. How's his eco looking? Not too great. Mangonite numbers. Not the scariest thing ever as well. 40 against 20 military. Kind of. 10 fishing ships only left though. Maybe some of those are idle. Vinchester at the moment. Did he just build a second blacksmith? No, that's just a random idle villager. Mangodice, what can they do? They should obviously out micro all the Gebettos, but heavy demos could be doing something. Galleons could be doing something. Starting to see will go down archery range. Maybe to get thumping. First trap will go down without really any damages here against Vinch, so that was good for him. Built some more houses at the front. Goes for bloodlines now. 1 stone, so might get a second castle up. Mangodice, they cannot really fight against those galleons though. Galleons of Vinch is now coming over. I think he needs to redock over here. Plus the defense on those Gebettos. Is he continuing to produce them? Well, he is certainly trying to get a castle up here, I assume. And keep up the aggression. Galleons, well, they will not really be well reinforced as well. Vinchester put 110, BacT 160. Guys, we might see the Tyrant final fire against BacT. Very aggressive cast here by BacT. He has 3 traps out now. What is he producing? Not too much. What are those villagers up to? Don't really know that. Okay, Vinchester now moving in. Is killing those battles quite nicely. Obviously his Mangodice are so good there. BacT taking a horrible fight. But he's just buying himself some more time. And that's why I said I love this castle a bit more. A bit more protection from the galleons here. Vinchester did stop that for now. Now can build some traps of his own. That was a good fight for Vinchester for sure. Let's take a look. Well, he's winning that fight here at the side, but is that really what he needs? He needs more water control overall. 1 mangonel here, and oh, now I know what those villagers were up to. Trying to steal a gold spot from Vinchester. We were stuck at this gold. Pretty unfortunate. Maybe should go for that tree here, and then from both sides. Very defensive castle here over that side. Castle indeed did go up for BacT now, but I think he will lose it after all. Now transitioning to more seats. Chemistry now. BacT maybe goes for... bombard cannons. Couldn't find the mango dice. I was shocked for a small second. 110 against 150. Some small raids here at the side. They're trying to move in again. I think under the castle that doesn't really make too much sense. Actually, he tries to get onto some more gold. Where is this gold left? Still has some here. And okay, here's his number 3 kind of, and he's getting the one of Vinchester. It's a better situation for him here. Maybe mining camp at that left hand side could have really helped out. BacT now going for guilds even. Trap tennis is going to start. Castle is falling off BacT. Mango dice. They can go in for the snipes pretty soon. Not a lot of land army left for BacT. If this castle is going down, which it is now, those mango dice can kill the bombard cannons, can kill the mangonel and the traps. Shouldn't be a big problem. Only 9 range on those galleons, 7 range on those mango dice, so I think he should be doing fine. Dodges that shot quite easily. Should dodge the bombard cannon shots as well. Another bombard cannon coming out. He's easily sniping those. Extra damage there from the mango dice, really helping him out, and he will just be fine with this for now. Goes a bit out of range. And how many mango dice did he lose? Like 3, and killed 2 traps, 2 bombard cannons and a mangonel. That's totally fine. Now the champ switch though for BacT. Galleons over here. Vinchester. Well, suddenly the score. 8k to 9k. So that's somewhat reasonable. And Vinchester, he has a lot of resources as well. Can he maybe even take 2 elite mango dice? Somewhat feels like it. Yes, he can. Guys, elite mango dice and the better galleons. Vinchester still has a shot at this one. And this is not a random overhype. Yeah, it looks better for BacT, and it's just super painful that Vinchester has no idea that this gold is taken away from him. But it's still elite mango dice, guys. One of the most cost efficient units in the game. BacT. Oh, he will lose the galleon war as well. Vinchester selling a lot of resources. He does not have guilds though. Let's take a look at the prices here. 81 for food. Now we might get a lot of kills here. Longswordman tag. How many barracks does he have? Okay, building some at the front here. Stark, thanks for the host. Good luck in your next round against TaToH. Scaling threat is already open. I'm expecting this to happen probably this weekend. Elite Mangonite now trying to go for the raid. That is kind of a risky move. I think stabilizing could have been so much better. He will just get so much damage here, and this is walled off. Running into some of the fire ships. Galleons are doing so much. He's trying to break through. Let's take a look. But those are some Mangodites going down, and even after that, where is he going into? That's still stonewalled here, and BacT needs to quick wall this at the top. He is not. BacT. Oh, that was a slip up by BacT. Some walls behind there though. Mangodites could have been trapped here. Galleons still doing quite some damage at the same time. Galleons moving forward. Poof! What a close game. 140 to 170. Heavy demos, not the greatest thing ever against Galleons either. Mangodites will do okay-ish against single Galleons as well. Elite skirm tag now for BacT. And some champions. One bombard cannon should probably die. And how much gold do we have left here? 1k, 1.2k. 1.2k more gold. But he's trying to get everything there that he can. Mangodites now coming over here. Pathian tactic is still missing. And those wills are going down. And after that, it means Vinchester might be in an even population. Another very expensive bombard cannon is going down. Guys, this is far from over. No one has any of the relics. That's sloppy. We have 3 relics in the center, 4 relics in the center. That could have easily been taken earlier. But no gold income for BacT now. Vinchester, he can get on that gold, and he's sending mass amount of villagers, so he will indeed get it. The docks are going to go down. Careening though, an upgrade for BacT, working for him pretty soon. Some more wood here. Vinchester heavily housed to get some more stuff rolling for himself. Guys, move over here. Pop 150 against pop 170. And honestly, if Vinchester wins this one, he has to be so motivated. Champion tech, now for BacT. Not getting any gold at the moment though. Oh, actually he's getting more gold than Vinchester is. Lost all his mango dice here, apparently. And now the first relic's being picked up. Game's moving out. Do we see any demos? Well, only one here for now. Oh boy, and that trap should never go down. That's pretty ugly for him. We'll get an update on that count for you pretty soon. Mango dice, what could they do? They could get out at least again. Vinchester is moving backward. Score is getting closer and closer. Mango dice here. They could have some heavy losses. Light Cav should die to that. Heavy demo. 4 Light Cav. Not the biggest hit ever. Vinchester might take the score lead here. 150 pop to 180. Mango dice are moving forward. And now he's moving into this wood line. Vinchester still has a shot in this one. Guys, mango dice are so good. There's no heavy demo around here. If that was a heavy demo, we could have seen an end to this game. But he can fight off like some small amount of galleons for sure. Skirmishes are getting countered by the hussars. And that's not the strongest walls ever. Maybe he can even go into the back side here. Galleon raid here, and now Vinchester's in. Vinchester's in, and he's getting back into that gold. Yeah, the trap going down is kind of hurtful. 2 relics for BacT helping him out. But that should get spotted by Vinchester as well, who's now winning with galleons over here. He will get some raids done, and that is kind of unprotected here in the back. 50 idle villagers for BacT at the moment. Did the upgrade that he sees fire though? Why is BacT not building camels? Camels just die to that amount of mango dice as well. Kind of need to corner your enemy. It's not really an option. Skirmishes is a bit better. Champion aggression now that the front and Vinchester. How many mango dice does he have back home? Some. How much damage are they doing? 12 minus 8. 4 damage per shot. That's still okay. Another good fight for those galleons. Getting the last 400 gold. Vinchester. Can he sell some more food? He has 1k in the bank. Only he gets onto some more farms. What a great, great game. Getting some more raids done here. And now we are kind of running out of wood. 1 hour game here. Vinchester is refusing to not win this qualifier. Oh, mango dice, well, they are getting trapped by the skirms. Are there any demos here? No, not really. Another redock from BacT over here. Some galleons getting grouped up, and oh, nice gate here. And all those mango dice are dying. Beautiful move by BacT. Completely trapping all the army of Vinchester, who's still lacking Pathian tactics. All the champs died here at the side though, and now relic number 3. Already being picked off. And so there are at least 5 on this map. Can't really see the monk at the moment. I think it's a random spawn between 4 to 6 in the 1v1s. Pop 140 against Pop 180. 62-minute game. Yesterday we had a 2-hour Arabia game of ACM against Daniel. Shouldn't really take any hits here. Actually it takes 2 more hits, 3 more hits even. Forging now. And gets yet another relic. So we'll be up to 5 relics here, BacT. That might actually win him the game. BacT, look at his resources on gold there as well. Goes for more galleons, goes for capped rams now. Vinchester trying to clear the center. Sell some more wood, sell some more food. Vinchester, he had the map control for so long there. Actually only in Feudal Age. In Castle Age it was all BacT, so Vinchester never really had a shot of getting onto all those relics. 5 to 10 more farms would be lovely as well. Galleon numbers here at the top, somewhat solid. 80 military though for BacT, and yeah, those skirmishers aren't strong, especially against the light cav, but numbers are still fine to scare away the Mangudais. More galleons now here as well. And Vinchester, you can see his gold is not moving anymore, so every Mangudai he loses now will not be replaced, and maybe in the end BacT, he still can make it happen, even taking 2 onagers now. And a move in, I think sniping down the Mangudais would be the better choice. Maybe mixing some pikemen here for BacT as well. He's now going back with his galleons. Champions are coming in from the side. Light curve moving in. And those are some solid skirmisher numbers. I think this fight will go in favor of BacT though. The light cap numbers aren't that great, and you can see BacT is only focusing down those Mangudais. Pop 190 against Pop 150, scaring away those capped rams as well. But now Vinchester is here with his galleons as well. More light cap at the front. Skirmishers again changing their tasks to snipe down Mangudais, and Mangudai numbers, they are just so low. I think Vinchester might be out of options here, losing that critical fight in the center, and it just looks like BacT can continue to produce so much stuff here. You can see Vinchester, he is retreating, but it will not be enough. Those galleons are getting scared away. BacT pushing on water, at least on that top side. Some more push in the center, another trap going down, and that's just so costly for Vinchester here. Mangudai count down to, what is it, 5, 6 something. Well, he sold some resources, is trying to get onto higher numbers again. But, well, the rates are going down further and further as well. $2,000 stone sold. Well, that's just the overlay, guys. Don't get crazy. SO tag even. What are we witnessing? He only needs 2-3 traps actually. He doesn't really need SO. Conscription. Interesting upgrade at this point. I think Vinchester's out of it. Pikeman tech now for BacT as well to fight a bit more efficiently against the light cap Mangudais. He's trying to micro his art out. Is still at pop 150, and he feels like, okay, I'm increasing here, that's good for me, but just having 5 against 0 relics isn't great for him at all. And once he sees SO plus pikeman, he will just be confused, like, how are you getting those resources? I'm completely running out of them. Really desperately trying to get some more wood, even blocked here at the sides. And then you're coming around and just tech to SO all of a sudden, And you still have mass amount of galleons everywhere? And some champions and skirmishers? That's not what I want to fight against here. Some wins over here as well. Vinchester is really struggling to get any wood at the moment. Now getting raided here at the front as well. And well, he could maybe clear up this army, but more galleons around here. Mangudais, they are even somewhat trapped now. Can see again, ignoring the light cap, only sniping down the Mangudais as oh, now getting some shots in here. Village is going down, woodline is going down, and this has to be GG. Vinchester is giving this up. He is out of qualifier number 1. Will have to try his luck in qualifier number 2. And we have BacT advancing into the overall final. So it will be BacT or Fire qualifying for NAC number 2 here. Lovely stuff for him. And Vinchester with the better KD with his Mangudais, nicely micro there, but the eco just carried BacT 4k more gold in the end as well there. Although Vinchester abused the market quite nicely. Beautiful move, sending his villager around there with the transporter, building docks all around the map. That's just so sick. And well, BacT, he made one mistake on Arabia, where he took an 0-7 fight against the hill, against a way better army. But after that, it didn't really go too well. Interview? No, we won't do an interview now, but what I want to do is I want to do 2 interviews with Fire and now BacT before the finals. Just to ask them some stuff before that. Okay, I will update the brackets and then we will so it was BacT winning the first one, Vinchester winning the second one, and after that it was BacT winning 3 games, so he in the end won. One single best of 9 left over here, guys, and let's go and take a look at the settings for that one as well. So it will be the 1-0 lead for Fire, and the rest of the settings are looking like this. Red Side Fortress team random to start it off. Cross, Golden Hill, Acropolis, Mediterranean Land, Nomads, and Gold Rush. It will be the 7 civs drafted this time. And only 1 ban. Oh wait, it's 6 civs drafted. It's only 1 ban. And BacT just launched the game. And he will play some more. Okay, so BacT against Vinchester. 4-1 for BacT, and sad for Vinchester. And we have seed 2 against seed 3, so rating does matter some at least. The better seed Stark got 4th overall, so Vinchester the only guy with the lower rating. Okay, then let's update qualifier number 2 here as well. We will have qualifier number 1's 3rd place edited to Vinchester. And there he is. Vinchester, oh, he will play against Zuppy. So 2nd place will be Project Belgium. Vinchester against Zuppy, already a 6 series. And where we have Doubt against Dark, Belize against ACCM, and Project Belgium against the loser of Fire against BacT. So that's going to be a sick, well, already a winner bracket round of 8 there. That is lovely stuff for sure, and I will call it a day. Can Fire at least wear a shirt and his upper body printed on it? No. Oh, actually, that's fine. I don't know if you explained that already, but I know double elimination is the way winner bracket finals get 2 sets, he loses 1 set. Well, not always, but in this case, I will just give him a 1-0 lead. Not too serious. Out again versus Stark, yeah, that's going to be funny. Huh. Okay, guys. Where can I see the dates and hours of these matches? Down below on my schedule on AoE Zone or AoE 2 calendar. Those are the good spots.
Yeah.
Surprised Jordan doesn't have to qualify. Well, he got top 5 last time. Was a great caster as well and helped a lot behind the scenes. How's the push-up challenge going? I didn't play a lot, so not a lot of push-ups done here. Okay, who are we hosting, guys? Viper is obviously continuing to stream, so is Memp, Doubt, TaToH, and I think I will host the brothers, Malkor and Feanor. Who do you think you will win? I think Fire in the first one, Doubt in the second one. And I will send you to the brothers. Have a great one. I will poker a lot on the next days. Maybe I will stream some during the day, but unlikely. And I will really get back next Monday when we will have a normal Jam Monday, and I will play best of 11 against LB10. So I'm excited for that as well. Oi. And nearly bye to all of you. Have a great Monday evening. You know, all the great streamers are still around. So lovely stuff. You will enjoy your Monday, I'm sure of it. See ya. Actually, I only started the raid now. So, see ya now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's directly jump into the next game. And let's take a look what will happen here. Oops, what is going on? The game ended. That's because the series is already over. This is just a VOD to avoid some spoilers. So yeah, you already saw the series till the end, and this is just a VOD without any content coming up, and therefore you can now close the video, and I hope you didn't get spoiled before at YouTube. Enjoy, guys.